I only take the short ones. Okay. All right. So first, I'd like to thank you for the YouTube videos you post. But I have a quick question about Anavar from Dragon Pharma. So I guess it's some brand online. Make a long story short. I'm 37 years old. It's a seasoned lifter. Back in 2010, I had cancer. It was lymphoma non-Hodgkin. I'm completely cancer-free, and I was thinking about running 20 milligrams of Anavar for 5 weeks alone. What would you recommend? Is a PCT necessary at my age? Thank you, brother. Have a blessed weekend.
Well, sorry about having to go through non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, first of all. Second of all, we just touched on it in the prior question about who knows what you're getting if you're getting, I have no idea who Dragon Pharma is or whatever. Yeah. You could these I'm sure they're businesses. They're not legitimate legal businesses, but they're, in today's internet world, it's a small world, and there are businesses out there that depend upon the same rules as legal businesses do. Where meaning, if you crank out a bad product, then you're going to destroy your business. So there is probably some leverage there for there to be good products put on the market. But again, that's not an endorsement, and that doesn't ensure you're not going to get, one day the guy just goes, oh, I don't have any of that today. Let's just throw some of this in there. And, I'm not making fun. I'm just, I'm making fun of all of us who have been there perhaps. Yeah. You really are rolling the dice. So I can't answer whatever you're getting from Dragon Pharma, if it's real or tainted, or, again, it's a dangerous game, especially in today's crazy world. Yeah. But if you are dealing with legitimate, pharmaceutical, doctor-prescribed oxandrolone, there are no contraindications that I'm aware of, and I can't think of why there would be any with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's not a cause of cancer. Oxandrolone is, Anavar is. It's not a cause of any cancers. Do you need post-cycle therapy after using it? Well, first of all, 5 weeks is kind of a short period.
Right.
Way back when, again, in the olden days, even before me, a cycle was at least 6 to 8 weeks, because it takes a while for your body to start utilizing the oxandrolone, if you will, to put it in simple terms, to make it, to make your body do what you're trying to do, which is to increase anabolism. But if this gentleman's 37 years old and is producing plenty of his own testosterone, then you could argue that post-cycle therapy, as it's called, would be a good idea. 5 weeks, how much shutdown of the body's natural production of testosterone has occurred? Probably not a whole heck of a lot. So do you really need it? Everyone's a little different. You might not miss a beat at all because the endogenous production hasn't been shut down in a sufficient manner to make it warranted, I guess is one way to put it.
Is it even worth doing then?
Pardon?
Is it even worth doing then, what he's doing?
Well, no, I off the cuff, I would say probably not. Only 5 weeks, and if the guy's got, a healthy production to begin with, then again, it may or may not be. Everyone's different. Yeah. But the quickest way to get the testicles functioning is to go cold turkey. Yeah. The pituitary is going to scream, meaning release a lot of LH at the testicles, and it's really up to the testicles. The pituitary will react right away to low testosterone, and I liken the testicles to diesel engines. Much easier to keep them going than to restart them. Yeah. But they probably don't need any restarting. And again, in other words, HCG versus LH in this case, probably 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Now, if someone were on a long cycle, in any case where the testicles actually shut down, then it's certainly arguably much more comfortable to use something to stimulate the testicles prior to coming off of testosterone or an anabolic, whatever's replacing the natural production of testosterone, for say 3 to 4 weeks of 6 weeks, depending on the other factors, how long they've been on, the age of the individual. To restart those diesel engines so that the pituitary is not screaming at a testicle going, oh, wait, I'm just waking up. There's no just gap. To smooth the transition. No gap, because again, the issue isn't with the pituitary so much as it is with the testicle. Now, if this gentleman who's just a 37-year-old, didn't give his name, is on replacement therapy, then there's no need. And I hear this question a lot too. Well, I've been on replacement therapy for 5 years. I'm thinking about using, some oxandrolone. What do I do when I come off?
Yeah.
Nothing. Just come off, because
yeah.
What's the purpose for post-psychotherapy? It's to restart your endogenous production.
Right.
Right. Why do guys use post-psychotherapy? There are guys that don't need this. They don't need testosterone. They're trying to go from physiologic to super physiologic for whatever the reasons are,
yeah.
and they want to preserve testicular function, endogenous production. Well, someone who's already lost sufficient endogenous production to warrant being on testosterone replacement therapy is on replacement therapy.
That's right.
What are you trying to restart?
That's right.
So you just go off the oxandrolone. There's no post-psychotherapy.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be considered, right?
Exactly. Thanks, Doc.